wearing scrubs. You work with
It
people
doesn't matter.
of all cultures.
What matters is that you worship a terrorist who is a warlord, a pedophile, and Islam is a terrorist organization.
You don't do Muslims?
No,
Why you don't do Muslims?
because of your attitude. You suck.
We suck?
You do.
I do.
Because you come to this country and don't behave yourself. You get the hell out of here now.
This video pulls back the curtain on the growing clash between imported attitudes and everyday people who are simply done. From heartbreaking stories of women trapped by strict rules to intense pushback on the streets, here's what happens when basic decency is denied and tolerance runs out of fuel. Strap in, because the things you're about to see are impossible to ignore. First off, this video from a Bangladeshi woman will make you weep. Listen to the ordeal the Islamic moral police put her through.
الان میخواستن ببرنم سر فتیش عراقی بعد افتادم زمین تو وسط خیابون میخواستم خیابون رد شم مرده اومد نزدیکم پلیسه ونم وایساده بود که گفتم
You hear the pain in her voice as she describes the control, the fear, and the way personal freedom gets crushed under rigid expectations. It is not just one woman's story. It is a window into a system that treats women as property rather than people.
زنیا برو دور شو از من بعد زنه اومد هی کیفم و دستم و اینا رو میکشید چند تا هم بودن زنا و من هی جیغ زدم گفتم که ولم کن به همشون استرس داشتم که موبایلمو بگیرن بعد نه خودم رو انداختم زمین افتادم وسط خیابون و ماشینا همینجوری شروع کردم به بوق زدن شدید دمشون کرد بعد هیچ دیگه ولم که ازم فیلم گرفتم با لبخند اون زن چادری ها بعد دیگه همه ماشینا بوق زد.
And yet here in the West, we keep hearing that these attitudes are somehow compatible with our way of life. If this is what arrives when borders stay open without questions, then we are not importing people. We are importing problems that do not belong here, and that reality is only going to get louder. This brand of Islamophobia, fascism, has no place in Texas.
But what interest? Florida designated you a foreign terrorist organization. Texas has designated you as an FTO. What interest would a foreign terrorist organization have? I mean, a lot of people have asked the question, why do you care so much that CARE is here? And so I would ask you the question, what interest do you have as a foreign terrorist organization in the social studies teach to the state of Texas?
So designation is not a law. CARE Florida actually won the case against the governor, and we are hopeful also that we will do the same here in Texas.
I'm just trying to keep
this is my answer.
Just to your interest.
I'm answering your question.
Just what is your interest though in the social studies?
So designation is not a law. So we are not a terrorist organization. There was a designation, and we are suing the governor, and it is still in the court. So we are not a foreign terrorist organization. It's just a designation.
Ma'am, can you answer the question, please?
And we are challenging it in the.
We understand. You've made the point twice. I've allowed it. So can you answer his question, please?
As a civil rights and advocacy Muslim organization, we want to make sure that all students learn the facts and the truth about the history, and this should be inclusive. Our curriculum, especially the social studies, should be inclusive and should be accurate, so that every student learn the truth and we prepare them for the future.
Okay, and I'll reclaim my time to ask one more question. Is it true that the Prophet Muhammad married a 6-year-old little girl named Aisha? Yes or no? Is that
No.
He did not marry a 6-year-old little girl named Aisha, and that's the position of.
It's not 6 years old.
She was not 6 years. How old was she?
No. So according to Islamic law, any girl or boy to marry, they have to reach puberty, but also it's just based on the culture. So now in the Muslim countries, Muslim majority countries, we have 18, 21. This is the age for marriage based on the culture, but Islamically, they have to reach puberty.
What about all of
marriage for children?
Islamic scholars, like say Ibrahim Kazmaruni, for example, who's the former imam.
Islamic overreach is a symptom of a deeper failure to protect basic decency. When people feel they can spew hate without consequence, it tells you the culture has already started shifting in the wrong direction.
The Islamic Center of America, who said that he married her at 6 and then consummated that marriage at 9.
You ask him, sorry, I have no idea about this. You can go and ask him. Yeah.
Thank you.
Including those people that have concerns about Sharia law being implemented in our curriculum. I do believe they're kind-hearted. I believe that they're not racist or Islamophobes. I think they just have misinformation being thrust upon them. And unfortunately, that misinformation tends to lead to interactions like the ones we saw earlier today with that student.
Yeah, so, and we need to educate them. Yeah. Thank you.
Member Pickering.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If the lady in blue will please come back up.
My name is Dr. Shazza.
Yes, ma'am. So I agree with you. We should teach the accuracy of radical Islam in America.
I didn't say that.
Well, I'm saying it. And I'm also saying that I think that we should teach a United States ambassador, 2 Navy SEALs, 2 CIA agents that were murdered at the hands of radical Islam, 3,000 Americans on 9/11, 17 U.S. Navy sailors, 3 Texans just a month ago were murdered at the hands of radical Islam, just 4 streets from here, okay? And then 50 Americans murdered in Orlando, Texas, and then 13 murdered servicemen, our United States military servicemen at Fort Hood, all at the hands of radical Islam. So I am all for teaching accuracy in our social studies text and how radical Islam is murdering Americans and Texans.
Thank you for sharing your opinion.
No, ma'am. No problem. Thank you.
Yes.
I would like to work with you on specific language to the
Thank you so much.
Okay, you can quickly opine if you want.
Absolutely, Ms. Childs. I don't want to take too much of your time, but the consequences of inaccurate language and asymmetrical language is very real.
These people come to the West for opportunity and freedom, yet some still expect everyone else to bend to their cultural demands. I say it again, this brand of Islamophobia fascism has no place in Texas. Here's one man surrounded by 6 on the streets of Manchester. Has our sense of security deteriorated? You see the lone guy holding his ground against a group, and something inside you cheers.
Not fighting, look, look, look!
This is not about hate. It is about refusing to be intimidated in your own country. Americans, especially Texans, have a long memory of standing up when lines are crossed. That spirit is alive and well, and when outsiders bring chaos or disrespect, the reaction is swift and unapologetic. An Iranian Muslim MMA fighter asks a ring girl to put hijab on. 5 minutes later, he finds out what happens if you ask a Russian woman to wear a hijab.
Дебате что-то переклинило в голове, и он решил пнуть ее ногой по 5-й точке.
Это все-таки спорт, что находится именно в октагоне.
Я так и не понял, чем ему помешала эта девушка-ринггерл, которая просто выполняла свою работу.
The sheer nerve of walking into a Western event and trying to impose dress codes on others is almost comical if it wasn't so insulting. This shows the growing friction perfectly. The pushback is getting louder and more confident, and honestly, it is about time. Here's a bold Minneapolis barber who is done with the non-stop harassment from Muslim tenants in his neighborhood. After weeks of trouble, he refuses service and unleashes the truth.
You don't do Muslims?
No.
Why you don't do Muslims?
Because of your attitude. You suck.
We suck?
You do.
I do.
Because you come to this country and don't behave yourself. You get the hell out of here now!
How do you?
Or I'll call the police.
You don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't
Well,
touch
then
me.
get out of here.
Don't touch me. Don't touch
Get.
me. Don't touch me.
Get.
So you're saying you're not doing Muslims?
No.
This is Trump America. You see that? This guy is kicking us out because.
You need to behave yourself. And
How do you know if I behave?
Don't.
How do you know?
Get the hell out of here now.
You sick. You sick.
Get.
You sick.
Enough is enough. Americans are fed up with outsiders who move in, cause chaos, disrespect locals, and act like they own the place. This barber is a real American hero, standing up for his business, his community, and his country. Private shops have the right to say no to troublemakers.
Now, is your friend right here?
Why are you talking to little boys? Why are you talking to little boys? Why are you?
Meet Mohammed Hussein from Malaysia. He is a proud Rohingya Muslim. After migrating to America, he started spreading his culture to make America culturally rich. He tried to trap an 11-year-old Christian minor. His plan failed and he got caught. He was serviced by American Patriots.
Why are you talking to little boys?
How sorry are you? How sorry? You sorry? You was just talking to the little boy, fine. Why can't you?
You said you want him to fuck. You're gonna fuck his ass. You said. Read it. Read it. You said you was gonna fuck his ass, right? Yes?
Have you ever fucked the little boys before?
No.
How many times have you done this before?
I knew.
Huh? Oh, this is the first time?
This kind of story turns your stomach because it shows the dark side of unchecked migration. Not every newcomer comes with good intentions. Some see vulnerability and opportunity for harm.
Got yourself in a fucked up situation. What's your name?
Hussein.
What?
Hussein.
No, it's not. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Hussein.
Hussein?
Yes.
Hussein what?
Hussein Abu Shami.
Abu Shami?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Malaysia.
Malaysia? How long you been in America?
2 years.
2 years?
Why do you like little boys? Why were you trying to meet up with a kid today? Just tell the truth. Listen, we can get the police to come. You want to talk to the police?
I see it too.
Huh?
I see it too.
You want to talk to the police?
Mm.
Alright.
Let's walk a little bit.
Why a little kid today?
Let's walk a little bit. What car you drive? That one? Come on.
The fact that local patriots stepped in to protect the girl is a reminder that communities still look out for their own. But it also raises the bigger question. How many more stories like this are happening quietly while we are told to celebrate diversity without limits? Now you need to see this.
Wearing scrubs, you work with it doesn't matter. What matters is that you worship a terrorist who is a warlord, a pedophile, and Islam is a terrorist organization.
Yeah,
not a
because you're
religion.
not educated
Not a
about
religion.
it.
I'm very educated on this subject.
No, because you're obviously not.
You need to leave. You're not welcome here.
We are
This
welcome
is not
here.
a Muslim country. This is a Christian country, and
Stop
you need to
looking
leave.
at her like that, please.
You need to leave.
You need to leave.
You're not welcome here.
We have citizenship
Why do you work
here.
in healthcare if you're like
You need
this?
to leave. You need to go back to your Islamic country where you came from. Okay?
No.
Everybody's aware of why you're here.
No.
Okay, so don't think that we don't know, and don't think you're going to get away with it.
I'm pretty sure we're kind people, but you're not being kind, so you can get out of here. You're not welcome.
And yeah, you should get the fuck out of here. You're really not welcome in this state or this country.
You are wearing scrubs.
You watch the exchange and it feels messy on both sides. Nobody wins when people lash out at children. At the same time, you cannot pretend these tensions appear out of nowhere.
What matters is that you worship a terrorist who is a warlord, a pedophile, and Islam is a terrorist organization.
Yeah,
not
because
a
you're not
religion.
educated
Not a
about
religion.
it.
I'm very educated on this subject.
No, because you're obviously not.
You need to leave. You're not welcome here.
We are
This
welcome
is not
here.
a Muslim country. This is a Christian country. And
Stop
you need to
looking
leave.
at her like that, please.
You need to leave.
You need to leave.
You're not welcome here.
We have citizenship here.
You need to leave. You need to go back to your Islamic country where you came from. Okay?
No.
Everybody's aware of why you're here.
No.
Okay, so don't think that we don't know, and don't think you're going to get away with it.
I'm pretty sure we're kind people, but you're not being kind, so you can get out of here.
You're not welcome.
You're not welcome here either.
This video resurfaced from late 2025 in Scotland, where an immigrant man began shouting anti-Semitic slurs on a public bus. Another passenger bravely confronted him and told him to shut his fucking mouth, refusing to stay silent in the face of anti-Semitism.
Bro, fuck Israel, bro. Fuck Israel. Fuck Israel. Wallahi, I'll kill fuck Israel. Yeah, Yehudi, you're Jews. Fuck them.
Oh, shush, mate. Just be quiet, bro. Nobody wants to fucking hear it.
Bro.
We're on the fucking bus, mate. Right? People's all going through their own shit. We don't want to listen to you talk about fuck Jews and fuck this and Palestine, mate. Shut your fucking mouth, right? Just be quiet, mate. Nobody cares.
You're not that guy.
No, mate. You're not that guy either, mate.
You're a baby.
You're not that guy either, mate. Shut.
This comes as the United Kingdom recorded its worst year on record for anti-Semitism, with more than 3,700 incidents reported in 2025. You watch the ordinary guy step up, and you feel that spark of relief. Finally, someone says enough. But then you step back and see the bigger picture. These incidents are not random. They are symptoms of a deeper failure to protect basic decency. When people feel they can spew hate on a public bus without consequence, it tells you the culture has already started shifting in the wrong direction. The moment a Muslim called police on a pastor in the UK for calling Prophet Muhammad a paedophile, and this happened.
Currently you call someone a paedophile because they follow Islam and support Prophet Muhammad.
I haven't called anyone a paedophile, but I called Muhammad a paedophile. And that's what I've done. I haven't said like you Muslim are a paedophile. No, I called Muhammad a paedophile, which he is, according to what I've researched about the Quran. He married a 6-year-old and had sex with her at 9. Now, I want to ask you a question that you don't have to answer, but if you had a daughter and your daughter was 6, she had sex at 9 with a 53-year-old man, would you accept that?
I'm not going to answer that because it could be deemed
I understand.
religion. But we've only been called for that. So what am I doing? Speak to the person who called us. And
That's
they're going to
fine.
go because I can see you just preaching, okay?
God bless you, sir. Right.
You see the pastor speaking his mind, and suddenly, authorities are involved. It is a perfect snapshot of how free speech is under pressure. Christians get reported for quoting historical facts while other groups face far less scrutiny for far more serious statements. The double standard is glaring, and it leaves many wondering who is really protected in these societies. When law enforcement becomes a tool for shutting down the uncomfortable truth, something fundamental has gone wrong. This man here is Muhammad. He saw an alone non-Muslim woman traveling with him on the train. First, he tried to touch her private part. Later, he started showing his private part. The brave woman nicely served him.
আমাকে মুখ খারাপ করেছিস পুলিশের কাছে পাঠাবো
This clip makes your blood boil because it captures the entitlement some immigrants bring with them.
হ্যালো হ্যাঁ বলো এই ভিডিও করতে শুয়োরের বাচ্চা আমি ফোন দিব না শুয়োরের
বাচ্চার ফোন
ভাবছেন মানে তুমি ভাববে এখানে ভাবার কি আছে এত বড় ভুল করছে
আমি এখনই ফোন করবো আমি এখনই 139 ফোন করবো আমি নিয়ে যাবো ও কি পেয়েছে তুই আমাকে আমি এতদিন আমি এই দিনটার আমি অপেক্ষা ছিলাম যে আমার সাথে এরকম করবে তাকে আমি এরকম সবক দেবো
As per you, what punishment should be given to such Muhammad?
কাউকে ভালো মনে করি না আমি ঠিকই আছে এত বড় সাহস কি করে হলো তুই আমার পারমিশন ছাড়া তুই আমার একটা মেয়ের পরে তোর লজ্জা লাগছে না তোকে এতগুলো একটা মেয়ে দেখছে তোকে জুতো বিড়া করবো রে শুয়োরের বাচ্চা আমি ওকে দিব আমি ওকে আমার বাবা আমি কলেজে পড়ি মালদা কলেজে গৌড় মহাবিদ্যালয়ে পড়ি তো সেদিনকে যেদিনকে আমি অ্যাডমিশন হয়ে এলাম সেদিন এরকম একটা মেয়ে তো দিলো আমি বাবাকে বলেছি বাবা তুমি চিন্তা করবো না আমি এই সব লোকগুলোকে সাবক শিখবো তুই কিসের জন্য হ্যাঁ আমি
A lone woman becomes a target simply because she exists. The woman's response is fierce and justified. She is not waiting for permission to defend herself. The good news is it is not too late. Ordinary people are waking up and speaking out. They are refusing to let their neighborhoods, businesses and public spaces be taken over.